Welcome to J and D's Premier League predictions. I'm Jay. He's D. We're gonna give you all the predictions of the match. They wouldn't let me use my cue cards tonight, and I'm pretty pissed off. So let's just get this over with. I'll start with the first match. They still want me to say bra and stuff, so I'll start with the first match, bra. Crystal Palace. The first match, Crystal Palace, Man City. Crystal Palace's best player is currently on strike. He's trying to force a move to Turkey, and then their striker suing them. So that's nice. And then Man City sold their entire midfield this summer and replaced it with a teenager that they paid like 86 million pounds for. So cool. Normal, I guess. City 2, Palace 1. Daniel, it's your turn.
Oh, cool. Yes. Liverpool, you are some lucky bastards. You escaped week 1 by the hair of your chinny chin chins. While the merry men of the Forest of Nottingham did not bring much merriness to the world in their first match by letting the Whites continue to rule from their ivory thrones. What is in store when the pool full of shit meet the not-so-merry men at Anfield? Well, you're in luck, because I'm going to tell you, although it will probably be wrong, the Bastards of Poole will unfortunately get their first win of the season. They will dismantle, impel, and downright stomp an old-fashioned mud hole in Forest by a score of 3-1. Everyone will rejoice at Anfield and think that they are back. But there is bad juju around the corner. Mark my words. Over to you, Jason.
Thanks, Daniel. You're the only good thing about this podcast, because management are telling me that I'm supposed to smile or some stuff. So take that, management. Give me my cue cards back. I have the next match, Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth are playing this one in a stadium that is, as of this recording, still under construction. Everton, for their part, they spent the summer trading away a player after he scored 0 goals in 18 games, which even I have to admit tracks. So, but I think Everton might take it. Everton 2, Bournemouth 1. Speaking of taking it, you take it, Daniel.
Take it where, Jason? Anyway, on to Coventry versus Hull. This is a bit of an odd one. One of these teams is not like the other. One team was supposed to lose to Manchester United, but no, they couldn't. But if you think about it logically, United, they might just suck this year. Maybe, I don't know. Then there's this other team that was supposed to beat supposed to beat Arsenal. They were supposed to dash Arsenal title dreams before they ever started. But Super Frank has lost his superpowers and is now back to normal, which is mediocre Premier League manager Frank. So, taking these things into factor and plugging them into my noodle brain 3000, this is definitely a win for Coventry. 2-0. Up the Sky Blues. Over to you, Jason.
Thanks, Daniel. Management are now telling me they would like me to stop telling you what they're telling me. So that's where we're at today. And I'm going to quit if they don't shut up. I don't want to talk about these next 2 teams, but I guess it's me. Tottenham versus Newcastle. Tottenham lost their opener 3-0. And they responded as one does by spending 300 million pounds. So hope that works out for them. Not happy management. Newcastle sold basically their entire team this summer and then hired a manager nobody had heard of 3 weeks ago. Unfortunately, Spurs probably take this one right up the arse. Newcastle 2, Spurs 1. Daniel, floor is yours.
Oh, here we go. Chelsea v Brighton. Chelsea versus their feeder club. The Lions versus the Seagulls. Private equity versus some man with a giant nose. Big brother versus little brother. What should be a win on paper for the Lions might not be. You see, the Seagulls have actually owned the Lions for pretty much the entirety of 2025. But the bald fraud is gone, and some dimwit named Liam is also not here anymore. So, the times they are changing, and the Lions have a new secret weapon. Chubby's balls. I mean, chubby ball. Chubby ball. Not chubby ball. But, damn it, what I'm trying to say is Chelsea have their balls back. And the Seagulls will learn what it means to be teabagged on Sunday when Chubby drops his balls on their scrawny little beaks. Chelsea 2, Brighton 1. Over to you, my friend.
Never change, Daniel. And for once, management are silent. So things are looking up around here. Next match, Leeds versus Brentford. Leeds are still mad about a tackle from last weekend that I'm contractually required not to care about. And then Brentford, meanwhile, beat Tottenham 3-0 and then beat someone else 6-1 in the cup. So I assume they'll probably be fine here too. Brentford 2. Leeds get their first loss of the season with 1. That's you, Daniel.
Yes. Which brings us to Sunderland versus Fulham. Sunderland, how did you lose to Ipswich? You were supposed to be a European powerhouse. I have watched every episode of your documentary, and this is how you treat me? Are you nothing more than posers? Are you posers, Sunderland? Well, lucky for you, Sunderland, you're playing the biggest posers in the Premier League this weekend in Fulham. And mainly that little twat, Josh King. You want to know what a poser looks like? Look at Josh King. Oh, that teenager had his first Premier League goal called back because of a bad VAR decision. Boo-hoo, cry me a freaking river. Yes, I'm still a salty Chelsea fan about that because I've had to hear about that bullshit for 1 year, and I'm sick of it. So you know what? Screw you, Fulham. We're the best team in Fulham. We own that London borough. So screw you. Up the Sunderland's 3-1. Kick that over to you, Jason.
Thank you, Daniel. Management actually wrote that yawn in there. I thought it was pretty good joke since we're about to talk about Man United versus Ipswich. Man U apparently are building a new 100,000 seat stadium, which is nice, I guess, but hopefully they win against newly promoted teams in their new stadium. Ipswich already have more points than Man United do. Enough said. Ipswich take this one, and this is going to be controversial, but 3-1. Back to you, Daniel.
Up the Ipswich. It's Aston Villa versus Arsenal, last match of the weekend. So I'm gonna play a little word association here, Jason, because both these teams start with A. So A is for Arsenal are assholes. A is for Arsenal 8 assholes. Depending on who you ask, this may be a good or bad thing. But we're going with that they ate a poop-covered asshole. A is for Arsenal appreciate average asses. A is for Arsenal appear at Assholes Anonymous. Every week, on the dot, they're there at Assholes Anonymous. The point is Arsenal are assholes. That's all. That I will not compromise my principles or morals. So I will not pick Arsenal to win. And this may or may not have something to do with them smelling like assholes, who just so happen to be wankers as well. they go hand in hand. I don't care that Villa lost 4-0. I don't care that half their team from last year isn't here anymore. I don't care that Unai Emery uses too much hair gel. And that all signs point to Villa having their asses penetrated by a giant cannon. Despite all that, I don't care. I spit on Arsenal. 3. Villa 2. Arsenal 1. Up the Vills. Follow us on all our social platforms at Red White Blues SC. We'll see you guys next week.